Hello, I'm Kev, your living proof that you're never too old, and these are my thoughts on Wonder Woman number 4. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Now let's get this out there right at the start. This is, without question, the best book so far in the DC Rebirth relaunch thing. I'm not even talking about this series, I'm talking about this particular issue. This is the best thing they've released as part of DC Rebirth 3 months in. It's just brilliant. And the year 1 arc, which is taking place on the even numbered issue, so this is the second of the year 1 arc, is just shaping up to be perfection. I'm still a little bit out of the loop on what's going on in the sort of modern day current Wonder Woman trying to find a way back to Themyscira arc that's going on in the odd numbered issues. But these even numbered ones, they are just awesome as far as I'm concerned. We're getting the Wonder Woman origin story. They're not really even telling us anything new with that Wonder Woman origin story. It's just Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott telling it brilliantly. The art is fantastic. The gist of what's going on in this issue, in the last issue we had Steve Trevor arrive on Themyscira, and basically that was what happened. They did it a bit more artily than that, but you know, I probably could have summarised that on a post-it note. Steve Trevor turns up, but they made it look good. This issue, he's being nursed back to health by Diana and the magic Wonder Woman nursey ladies. While that's going on, they find his gun, and his gun becomes an important part of what goes on later in the issue. And they're fascinated by the fact that this thing can just fire stuff faster and further than arrows and is obviously a deadly weapon. And they think, well, hang on, all these men who are on this plane are armed with these. Were they here to start a war with us? Were they here to kill us? They have a bit of a back and forth with all that stuff, and eventually decide no, they probably weren't. In actual fact, I think we've got a common enemy. There's a big baddie. What we need to do is return Steve Trevor back to man's world with an Amazonian champion to go with him, to face the big bad, the common evil, and you know, return their man and kick some backside while you're there as well. So they hold a tournament to decide who's going to be the champion of Themyscira, and obviously Diana wins. And she wins by being the only person who can deflect a bullet with a magic gauntlet, doing the whole Wonder Woman pose. It's just a brilliant piece of art, perfectly drawn. It's really cool. And the issue ends with Diana and Steve on Steve's plane, which has magically been fixed and turned invisible, which I just loved. And they are making their way back to man's world. And it sounds like a really straightforward, vanilla Wonder Woman origin story, and that's exactly what it is, but it's just done perfectly. I can't overstate how well written and how well drawn this issue is. I am missing Black Magic, the book that Rucka and Scott are doing for Image, I think. Missing that as much as anybody, but if they're having to sacrifice that to do Wonder Woman to this standard, that's a price I'm willing to pay. I can wait until next year for another issue of Black Magic, because they're doing such a good job on these even numbered Wonder Woman issues that you owe it to yourself as a comic book fan to just go and read it, because it is that good. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. Click here, because that's my playlist of all of the books that I've picked up this week, so you can find out some other little bits and bobs that you might want to go and read or argue with me about. That's what the comments are for. If you agree or disagree with what I've said today, let me know down there. And thank you very much for watching.